Hi, so technique of the month. In fact, we're going to do a series of techniques. I think it's going to work out to 7 videos. We're not going to do it per month. We're going to release them like every couple of weeks or so. But it is a sequence. Start with the setup position, and then we're going to do some sweeps, submissions from there. I think this was, I stand to be corrected, but I think it was Nino Schembri that first started doing this. I think he called it the police bar. I don't know for sure. We're going to call it Punchblock Series 1.5 Modified, or Modified 1.5. But to credit to Nino Schembri, and I'm sure it was called the police bar. So, could be called a little bit old school, but it's a lot of fun and cool to work with. Kind of opens the game up nicely. So, I'll show you first, and then we'll break it down for you. Okay, from here, so this is my setup position. From here, there's multiple submissions that we can do. We're going to show you how to do them as we go through the videos. Okay, so first thing I need to do, I'm in my 1.5 or just my close guard position. I've got to trap the arm over this side, so I'm going to wrap his arm. If it's with gi, I can feed the gi from one hand to the other, and I've got some good control over here. If it's no gi, then wrap the arm, and I find good control by doing this kind of figure 4 position. Okay, cupping the shoulder, no thumb, and then grabbing my own forearm, no thumb. Nice control on the arm over the other side there. Now, it could be that he goes for a punch over here, or maybe I do a little hip out to do a hip escape facing the arm that I want to isolate. Keep hold of the elbow, drive my knee away, slide to the wrist. Bring my foot onto the bicep. Now, my foot is going to take over from my hand. So I push using my foot away, and I hook with the other one. So my feet now are working as partners. My foot on the closest to his wrist is stopping the foot from his arm from unlooping. And what's helping that is my foot around the back is actually keeping the crook, the bend on his elbow. Okay, so we're very active with the back foot, keeping the bend on the elbow. Very active with the front foot, kind of like spider guard, keeping that nice and tight, and really pushing his arm back into areas that he's going to find it very hard to unloop. Try and unloop your arm there. Okay, so I'm very sensitive, keeping my toes curled, and this is our setup position or our modified 1.5. Okay, so let's go back and do that again. Okay, so from here, I think the most common mistake is going to be trying to do the isolation of the arm that you want, but without isolating the other arm first. If I try to do this, this will work, no problem at all, but it's too easy for Kyle to swim his arm back inside and do the police bar or the modified 1.5. So, from here, make sure you isolate the arm first. Feeding the gi. Sometimes you're going to be able to grab the gi, no problem. Okay, palm outwards with thumb grip. Sometimes you're going to be able to just grab it because the gi will be available. Sometimes you might need to feed it. A lot of the time, there's a lot of submissions from this position. So your partner or your opponent might not panic too much. You might think that you're going to do a choke on one or two of the other submissions from this position. So it's kind of okay. Now, if you can do a little hip escape, great. I find it always easier to put my foot on the ground, do a little hip out, facing the arm that I actually want to do the police bar or the modified 1.5 with. So I bring my knee through, drive the knee away, pulling. So I'm pulling here, driving with my knee. As I do that, I slide to the wrist. Understand this, I'm only sliding to the wrist because I'm driving my knee away. So I'm not going to slide to the wrist like this, allowing his arm to be able to be nice and loose. I'm going to drive my knee away. You see that I'm losing the grip on the fingers. Slide to the wrist with thumb grip. Push the arm back, foot on the bicep, but don't shoot it right the way through. Have some fun. It would be too easy to triangle in from here, so let's have a bit of fun and hook the back foot. Okay, so I'm using my foot, I feed it back, hook. Hooking foot pulls the arm back. Driving foot, if you like, keeping the toes curled and just keeping it nice and active. And wherever he wants to go, you're going to follow him. Super sensitivity, making sure that his arm is back over in a position where it's hard for him to unloop it. Okay, so that's our setup position. Next time, we're going to start looking at submissions.